This is the agenda of the board meeting for the Village of Burnham. Trustees, today is May 25th, 2021. At this time, I will ask for a clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Cap?
Present.
Trustee Hodges? Here. Trustee Garcia? Here. Trustee Greer?
Present.
Trustee Richardson?
Here.
Trustee Claiborne?
Here. We have a quorum present, so we stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But at least Trustee Hodges and I was first called on to set that out roll. I had no later. So you did well. Are there any approval or corrections of the minutes of the board meeting that was held on May 11, 2021?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Okay, before we do the second, Trustee Hodges, again, just for clarity purposes, we asked, when the clerk sends the minutes out, the trustee review the minutes to see if we have any questions, if something was said a different way than it was recorded, and then we would have to change it right now. Let's make a note of it, change it now before we approve it. And once we approve it, then it's fine. So Trustee Cap made a motion to approve the minutes for May 11, 2021. Could we have a second, please? Second. Need a second by Trustee Claiborne. Clerk, take the vote.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claiborne?
Yes. Okay, motion passed. Thank you very much. It's almost time now for the citizens to give their comments. So before we open the meeting to the public, if you would like to say something to the board, just give us your name and your reason for addressing the board. This time I will ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
I make the motion to open the meeting to the public.
We have a motion on the floor by Trustee Richardson.
I'll
We have a
second it. I'll second.
Second by Trustee Cap. Clerk, take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claiborne?
Yes. All right, motion passed. Are there any public comments?
Yes. I'm John Haidu. Mr. Polk, you like to bring the Lord up at these meetings. Well, so do I. I was wondering why there was no Q&A.
Mr. Burnham, would you mind coming over here? You have to start closing that door. Would you mind coming over here, please?
Join us
Yeah.
over here, where everybody else is sitting.
Am I being timed right now? Okay.
No. Ms. Johnson, would you close that door? Close it. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, please.
Okay. Mr. Polk, about you'd like to bring the Lord up at these meetings when I come here. Well, so do I, sir. I was wondering, last two meetings before the election, you had no Q&A. And I was just wondering why that was. You never did say why. I can't help but think it was politics, but I'm just curious, why did you stop that? My second thing is, on the 2019 election ballot, term limits were approved. I brought this up several times and still haven't gotten a response from you guys. They didn't go into effect until April 6th of this year. It's written that way on the ordinance when it passed in 19. So even though term limits passed in 19, Garcia, Greer, and Richardson's term limits don't actually start again for another 2 years. I think it's rather interesting how them three, Garcia, Greer, and Richardson, the first 4 years after this ordinance was passed, first 4 years of their term don't count towards the term limits. And I think that's rather dirty. I don't know how many people know about that, but I gotta wonder what the Lord thinks of that, Mayor. Mr. Cap, you told me that all of our bills are paid up except the police pension fund. It's like $11 million pension fund we have underfunded right now. I'm just wondering, simply put, Why do the police get paid last in this village? There was a $2 million surplus in '05 when Mayor Polk took over. Surplus in the pension fund alone, there was a $2 million surplus. Today, according to the Illinois Comptroller's Office, you say their office website is wrong. And I gotta wonder what they think about that. Also concerning the, on election day, the community center didn't open up for voting until 11 o'clock. Down in Georgia, that ought to be considered voter suppression. They'd be screaming and yelling on TV and all. Here, not one of you guys in this panel said anything about voter suppression. We're not talking about me, we're talking about the people. Not only, you last water bill I got, you thank the people for coming out to vote. Well, what about the people who didn't get a chance to vote? They came here and it was closed to them. I'm just curious, why didn't anybody here scream, yell, pound their feet about voter suppression in Burnham? Somehow it just went really quiet. I'd love to hear a response to that. I understand Antoine Russell filed a recount, but like I say, could you be quiet, please?
Ooh.
And you're not 6 feet away from me, and your feet are right by him, it's not running.
Also, at the last meeting before the election, they had a heckler in here getting on me about not wearing a mask above my nose. Well, Chavez, you also got on me about that, and you said yourself tonight a mask is required. Okay. I haven't been to a meeting since the election, but I did watch them on YouTube, and the first meeting after the election, I watched our public safety and health person, Trustee Greer over there, speak for 5 or 10 minutes with the thing on her left shoulder. I thought COVID was so dangerous. We got a picture of you, you're on video. The second meeting after the election, same exact thing. I'm not screaming and yelling about it. You're on TV. You're on YouTube. I'm wondering why you don't adhere to you're our public safety and health person. Mayor, can I finish? I'm wondering why none of you guys said it. Trustee Claybrooks and Richardson, you two are on the Public Safety and Health Committee, correct? She's sitting right next to you. The first 2 meetings after the election. Why didn't either one of you two say anything? You guys sat there while I got berated the meeting before the election.
Your time is about up.
Any responses to any of this?
Your time is about up. Next,
There's a Q&A tonight. Can you respond to any of them? Mayor Polk.
Hi, my name is Melissa Garcia. I was actually raising my hand to indicate that I was the one that was quote unquote berating him. And I did bring up the mask thing, not on video, but I did bring it up. You know, it is an issue, I feel, but to that same point, Mr. Hunter here also asked people to remove their masks so that things would be said more clearly, and I think that that should also be acknowledged if you're going to talk about the whole mask issue.
Hunter doesn't run the meeting.
I'm sorry, but you included
Hunter doesn't
me.
run. You guys speak up against me, but never
You
for me.
included me in your comments.
You were the heckler then.
Okay, exactly.
I didn't know that.
I just said that.
I didn't know it
raised my
until you
hand
said
to
that.
indicate I was.
Why are
Okay?
you telling me to get out of there when you got people walking around talking to trustees?
So,
Calling
anyway.
my skin or what?
Oh my gosh, you
Is
are
this-
so
is
ignorant!
this
You
because of
are
white
so
privilege?
My
ignorant!
white privilege.
Bro, read a book, anthropology, sociology, do something.
Is she
Educate
being time
yourself.
here?
But anyway, my point being, oh bro, write it down, write it down. Let me know what college
Just
you
because
went
you've been
to.
indoctrinated from your
Okay,
first
so.
Mayor, I asked you guys to
relax
respond to me,
yourself.
not
I am
her.
more educated both
Doesn't make
in
you smart.
university and otherwise. So
Doesn't
please
make you smart.
keep
Is
your
that it?
seat. Anyways, my point of standing up here was actually, I wanted to thank Trustee Cap again. That was really the whole point of standing up, because I saw him out there this morning again dealing with a tree that's coming up from another tree down Burnham Avenue. Even though it's not technically Burnham, I did complain about it once or twice, and ever since then it's been dealt with, and I really do appreciate that. That was a
thank
little
you.
simple.
There ain't no other public comment. There ain't no other public comment. I'll ask for a motion. Go ahead.
Andrew Johnson, one question after you asked. I heard you all mention,
What are you doing?
He just touched me.
Got a sign that says you should die soon, that you should.
So I don't, you touched me. He should be arrested and leave the meeting. You touched
got
me.
something to
He
scratch
touched
me.
me. He touched me.
File suit.
You touched me.
Where am I going?
You're the one that cussed us out a year ago?
I did not say a word. God told me not to speak. I said not one word.
Listen, man,
He
she put something
touched
up there
me.
that said you should die.
I
soon,
feel
which
it's
is
cold.
holding
He
it.
touched me.
You wanted to see what you wrote.
But I got on my phone. I'm texting. He touched me. He should go to jail. He texted. He touched me.
Is that where
Everyone
we
is a
are in Burnham now?
Okay.
witness. Everyone is a witness.
Mayor,
He
please.
touched
In
me.
order. In order.
He touched me, arrest him?
I feel threatened.
Did you? This place kills me. Whatever happened to my hometown?
Is there any other public
It's not
comment?
white anymore, and that's a real issue, let's be honest.
Go ahead, please.
What?
Mr. Johnson.
Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, I heard you mention it before. I go up and down Torrance quite a bit. I wish that wasn't the case, but I do. So do you have any update on when they might start, whatever they're gonna do? I think I mentioned that it might be 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So when you all give a comment, do you have an update on when did they start and how long it might be? I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, well, we don't have any particulars, but we do know they have officially started prep work, and I'm pretty
I
sure.
ran with a black
that-
guy for office.
Oh, I have a black friend, that's your argument?
I think
What?
they'll start, doing-
He's not my friend.
Do you do anything about it, Dave?
I don't have a schedule, but usually, once they start something like that, they want to move in and out rather quickly.
Are there any other public comments? I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Motion by trustee Claybrook, second by trustee Hodges, would you like to take the roll?
Trustee Cap.
Yes.
Trustee Hodges. Trustee Garcia. Trustee Greer.
Yes.
Trustee Richardson.
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook.
Yes.
Thank you, motion passed.
Can I add just for the, we could just make like a mandate for masks? Either they're, we're all gonna wear them and we're all gonna wear them correctly, right? Or are we gonna give people the choice if they're vaccinated, if they're not to wear them? If we're not gonna do that, then we should ask everyone, including ourselves, is to make sure that we're wearing them all the time and correctly. So if we haven't, we're gonna start this, going forward.
Thank you.
That would include putting it over,
Yeah.
putting it over your
Over
nose.
the nose,
You mean, your public safety and health person had it on their left shoulder.
Let me say,
That's why I'm saying going forward, we're gonna.
I'm complaining about the same thing you are.
okay, let me say that, a lot of questions and things are very repetitiveness, and they come up over and over.
Because you
again.
never answered me, sir.
And,
I
talking
don't
about
listen
something
to you.
that happened 2 years ago. I mean, whatever happened with the ordinance or whatever it was legal.
Over your nose.
Whatever happened, it was legal. It was legal. If you don't think it was legal, then call your own attorney.
About what? She was talking in my ear. I couldn't hear you, Mayor. I'm sorry.
So, it will not do any good to bring up the same questions over and over again, because it's just not gonna be entertaining. So, I will say that during some of the meetings before, they did get a little contested. So, I do wanna make sure that we don't get to be disrespectful one to another during the meetings. Because for political reasons, people did take that and try to go out and make political gains with it.
And they won.
It didn't help them. So, but nevertheless, we want to make sure that we stay in order and govern the meeting as it should be done. So, I'm in charge of the meeting, and I want to make sure that we're doing things in the proper way. So, I believe Trustee Griff can speak for herself, but Trustee Griff have asthma, and people that have asthma, it is somewhat of a detriment.
She was dangerous to all of us here, Mayor.
You are constantly dangerous.
How you know she hadn't taken a shot?
Masks are required in here, and a safety person didn't wear it. That's all I was saying. If she wasn't feeling good, she shouldn't have been here for the rest of us.
Well, you need to come up your mouth. Come up your mouth right now.
You haven't covered yours in a couple of meetings.
That's besides.
I'll bet you keep it covered tonight.
Oh,
Look at like-
first of all, there's a line.
Officer Coos.
There's a line.
So, either we're gonna be in order, otherwise we could just leave. But we didn't come here to start confusion. We have village business we need to attend to, and that's what we're gonna do. Ms. Johnson, we need to keep that door closed over there.
No, the,
I'm talking about that door, the prime Tanya. Close that. So, that being said, I hope that kind of clears things up, and we're gonna stay on one accord, we're gonna stay united. Sometimes, people will disagree with us, and that's okay, because I disagree with people too, but we can be disagreeable. We can be disagreeable. We can disagree without being disagreeable, so let's just stay on one page, let's stay on one accord, and let's work together. There's a lot of things we need to do here, so.
I did want to add, though, one comment that was said about the voter suppression. We did call the troops. We called channel 5, 7, and 9 about this building not being open. That was no doing of Mayor Polk, no doing of anybody that was running, and I felt like it was voter suppression myself. I called directly to get them open, and then they did extend the time toward the end. So we have the same feeling.
And I can say this for sure. I've been involved in Burnham politics for 20 years. That is the first time that ever happened. So I'm not convinced that if somebody didn't get to the judges and pay them off not to show up.
You think? That's what our thought was.
I don't know.
That's exactly what our thought was.
No, the county was notified first thing, and the county runs the elections. So
Yes, they do.
Right, county and
it's up to the counties, they make the decision what to do, and they kept the polling place open long.
Mr. Polk, I was only suggesting you didn't say anything about it. Neither did Cap. Nothing one way or the other. It's the voters I'm talking about, not me.
I didn't
Not-
know about it.
But what about somebody that was violating the election on election day, standing in front of the polling, that just against state law, they're standing, within 100 feet of the polling.
Are you one that called the
Yeah.
Thornton
And
Township?
we got
Now,
people-
one time did we say anything about politics?
We got some people stayed there all.
Now, one time did we say anything about politics the entire day? Nothing. I sat there. I didn't say any. I was saying thank you for voting. That was it.
That doesn't matter.
You had to be one that called the township.
I called it.
No? Well, somebody there did.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, all right, thank you.
It was voter suppression. Can't help but think
Okay,
somebody.
well, in the mayor's report.
Who was behind it, that's all.
Let's move on. We appreciate the cooperation of the residents and the people we sent a letter out. We asked the people if they would do, if they would cut the lawn, we're trying to get everybody unified, get rid of the dandelions and the edge grasses and, help unify the community and whatnot. So many people did comply, and I really, really appreciate that. And some of the people that might need some edging done, and Trustee Cap and myself, we try to get a couple volunteers, to assist out with that. So if I can get his wife to let him come this way.
Shut the village
So
door.
we appreciate that, and we also will be doing a cleanup at the trailer park in a couple of weeks here, so we'll put some flyers out now. And so we want to work to include everybody in the community. Burnham still moving forward, and that will continue. So with that being said, at this time, we'll hear from Trustees.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The only thing I have is that, in June, the village stickers will be on sale. The flyer will be inserted in your utility bill. Also, there will be, signs throughout the village indicating when they'll, go on sale and what time. That's all I have. The prices are the same. The only thing is different is, the first senior vehicle, whether if last year was if it was a passenger car. This year, we passed the ordinance where we amended it, and the senior or veteran would get the first one at no charge, whether it's a passenger or a pickup truck or an antique car. The second one for the senior veteran would be at $15, and then the third depending on the type of vehicle it is. The senior 62 and older.
Okay, well, thank you, Clerk, for that information. Public education, health, safety, and welfare, Trustee Graham.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would like to, the only time that I take off my mask is when I'm giving my report, because I would like for everyone to hear me clearly and understand me. That's the only time that I take off my mask. I am fully vaccinated. Thank you. I do have asthma.
Why is it on?
I'm much aware of germs, acceptance. I'm much aware. And again, I said the only time that I do take off my mask is when I'm speaking to the public. I am a public servant for the village of Burnham. I have no intention of going back and forth with anyone here. My position is to serve the public the best that I can, to be informative, but to play games with people is not my intention.
Amen.
If you see someone masked after the Center for Disease Control, the Illinois Department of Public Health removed masking requirements for fully vaccinated people, please remember, some people may have cancer, people may have autoimmune diseases, people may have unvaccinated children at home, people may have high-risk loved ones they are protecting, people may have asthma and have realized over the last year that their symptoms have alleviated by a mask outdoors. People may be unvaccinated, so be kind to people. I will always continue to wear my mask because until I feel satisfied within my soul that it is safe and clear. That is in need of help. It is in need of insurance. They're between the ages of 50 to 64. The Affordable Care Act is a wonderful, wonderful insurance. It's been around for years. I will have pamphlets on that next week to give to anyone. If anyone is interested in getting more information about this, please leave your name with me, and I will make sure that you receive a copy of the Affordable Care Act. And you would only pay $5 for visits to the doctor, and they cover dental, they cover many, many services. They cover x-rays, prescriptions, so it's a good program. Student loans will resume October the 1st. They've been on hold since March of 2020, but again, student loans will resume on August the 1st. CEDA has a program, it's called Family Support and Community Engagement. It's a case management program for people that look out for your needs, and it builds you a pathway towards self-efficiency. So if you know of anyone who needs that help, it's a great program. It helps you to receive dental and vision, transportation help, scholarships, and additional funds, like if you need bags, or if you need eye replacement or something, it's good. So that's called the Self-Efficiency Program, and it's by CEDA. So if you're interested, you can call 312-795-8948. CEDA has a scholarship program. Applications will be due by June 11, 2020. And it's for suburban Cook County only. If you know of someone that's interested in receiving a scholarship through the CEDA program, you let me know, and I'll make sure that you receive an application. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Burnham, for reporting that information.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We have a few things. Public Works, doing general cleaning, cutting grass, making lots around town, grading the alleys. Also, the street sweeper will be out starting tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Burnham. We have an update on the building damage here. Building. Ordinance resolution and planning, Trustee Garcia.
Discussion of consideration of the taking action to approve or not approve resolution 2021-R-002, intergovernmental agreement, Torrance Avenue multi-use path connection project for an adjoining investing code, resolution for authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreement between the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways and Village of Burnham.
And Dave, would you like to add something on that, to make it a little bit clearer? Trustee Alcantara.
Yeah, if you remember my presentation about a month ago, I talked about the grant that the village received to make a walking path or multi-use path, you could ride bikes on it, loop that connects to the Calisag Trail and goes down Torrance towards the business district. The agreement for the $255,000 from the county, that's what you're approving. You're just saying that you're gonna sign the agreement, you're gonna build the project, and the county is gonna pay for the construction.
Okay, now you talked about that, we might gonna have to move part of the project that, we probably will not be able to get it done this year, we're gonna have to do that, so we know what that is.
Yeah, we're trying, sometimes when you're working in the state's property, they want you to do some environmental work that they have to sign off on. And that usually takes about 6 months for them to review and sign off on it. If we do have to do that, then construction would move into 2022. If for some reason we don't have to do that, we might be able to get this construction season.
Okay, does the board have any questions?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2021-R-002, intergovernmental agreement, Torrance Avenue multi-use path connection project 2020, investing code. Grant acceptance resolution for authorizing the execution of intergovernmental agreement between the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways and Village of Burnham.
And there's a motion on the floor by trustee Garcia to approve resolution 2021-R-002. We have a second on that, please, like that.
Second.
Second by trustee Richardson, please, like that.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes. Motion passed, proceed, trustee Garcia.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve resolution 2021-R-003, Torrance Avenue multi-use path engineering agreement and payment, the multi-use path along Torrance Avenue connecting to the Calisag Trail with bike and pedestrian facility located in the village of Burnham.
Okay, I'd like to ask the question of the village attorney. So village attorney, could you explain resolution number 3 as opposed to number 2? So what's the basic difference?
Originally, last year, we applied for an invested Cook grant for the development of multi-use path. Number 2, the agreement is the actual acceptance of the grant. If we're going to do it, we have to enter into an agreement with the county to take it and accept the grant and develop the path. Number 3 is an agreement with Robinson Engineering to do phase 2 and phase 3, which is the design and construction engineering for the construction of the path. We're dealing with the county to get the money. We're dealing with Robinson to take it and build the path, design and build the path. They're 2 different agreements.
Okay, well, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that that was clarity for the board and as well as the public, so there'll be a better understanding. So, any additional questions from the board? Will you proceed, trustee Richardson? Thank you.
Now make a motion to approve resolution 2021-R-003, Torrance Avenue multi-use path engineering agreement and payment, the multi-use path along Torrance Avenue connecting to the Calisag Trail with bike and pedestrian facilities located in the village of Burnham.
So there's a motion on the floor by trustee.
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Caplan, please call the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes. Thank you. Motion passed, proceed, trustee Garcia.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve resolution 2021-R-006, general street maintenance motor fuel tax appropriations resolution, May 1st, 2021 to April 30, 2022. A resolution for the general maintenance of streets and highways under the Illinois Code within the village of Burnham.
And what this is our motor fuel tax, resolution and, funds will have to, do the road projects, streets off for the snow plow, as well as the sidewalks, street patching, tree trimming, that sort of thing. So we did, 2020 sidewalks a couple months ago, a month ago. COVID stopped at 21, so we had to do 2020, 2021. I think a couple months or so, a month and a half, whatever it may be, and then we're doing 2021 sidewalk path. So this is part of that whole process. So see to it.
To make motion to approve resolution 2021R-006, general street maintenance, motor fuel tax appropriations, resolution May 1st, 2021 to April 30, 2022, the resolution for the general maintenance of streets and highways under the Illinois Highway, under the Illinois Code within the village of Burnham.
Thank you. So we have a motion from by trustee Garcia to approve the MFT resolution. May we have a second, please? Second by trustee Claybrook. Clerk, take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yeah, motion passed. Thank you. Did you have anything else, Mr. Garcia?
Ordinance number 4.
Oh, no, no, no. Now you go ahead and make the
Discussion on consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve the new business proposal for Tracy Chubb LLC located at 14521 Calhoun. The business will consist of snack vending machines available to local businesses in general surrounding areas.
So, Ms. Chubb, you can stand up and introduce yourself and explain to the board how this would be a benefit to the community. I assume that it will create additional traffic, parking, and eating, those things, but voice your question.
All right, thank you. How you doing? Mayor Pope, good evening, board. Basically, I've been in this community for 5 years. July will be 5 years for me. I love the community. I haven't had a problem here. So basically, been at my job for 14 years and I want to start something. The pandemic has shown me that I need another stream of income for me and my family. And as my business grows, because I'm just starting out, I would like to provide jobs, possibly adding more vending machines in different locations, giving people jobs to, fill those vending machines, maybe do maintenance on them. So I'm just asking that, you guys give me a start in building that business. Hopefully, like I said, I can provide jobs throughout the community for, people who just want to start off, just a small business, and will work with me as I grow. And I just feel like doing the vending machine business, it can be lucrative because there are certain businesses that may not have stores that are nearby, and that you can get the product inside of the business, barbershops or laundromats, things of that nature. So I'm just hoping that I can start off small and grow into something bigger than.
And so, but you'll have the vending machine will be picked up from where they're produced there, where they house there, they'll be taken to the business location. So there'll be no need for them to come to the neighborhood or beside vehicles or trucks or anything that'll be parked on the street.
No, not.
Do the board have any questions?
What will your vending machines carry?
Like sodas and chips, snacks. I'm trying to go towards more healthier snacks for kids. Stay away from so much sugar. So that's kind of what I'm gearing towards.
Are you trying to put the vending machines in some of the businesses on state?
Yes, I've been, the first client that I had, I've been speaking with a gentleman, but he's in Hazel Crest. So I did speak with a young lady who has a beauty shop, and she's, thinking it over. Because it's basically just me trying to find somewhere where it's attractive, where we can both make money, me and the other business.
So have you talked to other business?
Yes, yeah.
People in our community?
Yes, That's a young lady who has a beauty shop here on State Line Road. bridge extension on.
There might be some additional people here.
Yeah, I just, you know, just have, because I was thinking, because it's Steve's here, this store here, that it might be kind of hard to get people to add the machines because the store is so close. So, but it's still an option, because I may be cheap, my snacks may be cheaper than there, so I could probably still get some type of business with that.
Okay, any other questions?
I do want to congratulate you for stepping out.
Thank you.
On faith and
Yes.
doing your thing. That's what we need in our community.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Thank you for being a Burnham resident to step
Yes.
out on faith.
Yes,
Do it.
thank you, yes. I mean, thank you, I appreciate that. I mean, I just, during this whole situation with COVID, it's like, you know, with people losing their jobs, you have to create some other stream of income besides just going to work. I've been at my job for 14 years at Southwest Airlines, and there was a possibility we were gonna get laid off, so that made me, like, get my wheels to turning. You have to do something else besides go to someone else's job.
Exactly.
You know
I
what I'm
did
saying?
have another question.
right.
Yes,
And
yes.
This is just me being honest.
Okay.
It won't be outside of the store, like, let's say if it's at that, like a store, and then they'll, oh, you can put it outside for a store.
No,
just
I
plug
don't
it
want,
in.
I don't want that.
We wanna make it look good, so if it's inside the store,
Yes.
I'm all for it.
Yes.
If it's outside the store,
No.
like a store thumb, then I'm kinda like, oh,
Oh, no,
let's
no.
work it out.
No, I don't want that either.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather for it to be inside of a business, that way I can be, my machines would be more protected than being outside, you know what I'm saying?
Good, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Steve, trustee.
Make a motion to approve the reduced proposal for Tracy Child LLC located at 14521 South Wall. The business will consist of snack vending machines available to local businesses in the general and surrounding areas.
Have a motion on the floor. Trustee Garcia.
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Capson. Thank you. Proceed.
Trustee Pat?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes. Are you committed now?
Thank you. Yeah.
That's it.
Good evening, everyone. Discussion of consideration of taking action to approve or not approve the payment of this month's bills. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the payment of this month's bills.
Second.
Motion on the floor by trustee Cap to approve the bill for this month. Second by trustee Richardson. Will the clerk take the roll, please?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes. Public utilities, trustee Richardson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The Illinois Department of Development Authority has opened up rental assistance. It has to be initiated by the landlord or the owner. So if anyone is interested, you can go, well, you should tell your landlord. And then they can go to ilrpp.ihda.org to start the application process.
Can you do that again?
It's ilrpp.ihda.org. And that's to start the application process for rental assistance. They're paying up to $25,000. So, until the funds run out, and it was opened on, the 17th of this month, so it's already in progress. Oh, and ComEd is doing tree trimming. They have received a postcard in the mail. They will let you know if they're gonna trim a tree, you know, on your property or in your area.
And I would just like to say, trustee Richardson, that I did call ComEd, and they said a date that they will come out, and they told me that they will, on the date that they come, they will notify.
Thank you, trustees. Park and Recreation, trustee Hodges.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
The parks is underway, specifically Cottage Park. They're doing more soil boring testings at Cottage Park because of that, the flooding over there. Try to get rid of that, so that is in progress. We're also trying to create something called Clean My Block, Adopt My Block, where we're getting the young people to pick a block that they want to adopt, and they be responsible to clean the block and the neighborhood. We're going to see if we can work together to see if we just give them a donation of some sort, just to help keep the Burnham clean and moving forward. Also, on tomorrow, I talked to a couple of young people, and they got concerns. And I said, why don't y'all come Tuesday? They kind of felt intimidated. So tomorrow, we're having a little meeting with the young people. So if you know any young, that's all.
Expungement, you know exactly what could be expunged.
Yeah, so they'll let you know some things cannot be expunged, and some things can be sealed. If they can be expunged or sealed, there is something called when the governor would approve it. They cover you right there. And also, this is very important, it's only for ages 16 to 25. All right, 16 to 25. You have to be within that age grade. I'm sorry, Cap. You got to be within that age group to get it
Village President's Mayor's appointment of the committee chairperson, member of each standing committee of the Board of Trustees.
So, all the committees will be staying the same except section of 2. So, I'm moving trustee Cap from the finance committee, put him on the intelligence committee. Appointing trustee Richardson to the finance committee. Each of them will still be a member of that committee. They just will not be the chairperson any longer after this meeting. So, are there any questions from the board of about that? So, don't feel they've always helped in your new committee, so if you need help, you certainly help to assist and to help you out. And we'll keep running, moving forward, taking care of people's business. That's why we here, that's why we've been successful.
Discussion of consideration of taking action on consenting to the village president's mayor's appointment of the committee chairperson and member of each standing committee of the Board of Trustees.
Everybody has a copy of the motion. So you make the motion, trustee?
Make the motion.
Okay, now we need a second.
I second.
Second by trustee Gill.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. That's my motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Trustee Hodges also for the record, we don't adjourn, you can't do it.
Oh, yeah, I second.
Okay. So there's a motion pulled by trustee Claybrook, and a second by trustee Hodges.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed, now you adjourn, we can.
Thank you.
Let me get out.